What's going on YouTube? How's everybody today? It's nice. So today I'm going to do a request I got from a user named Superior Music. He wanted me to do a Lustmord review. I already did a Lustmord and Melvins collab for their albums Pigs of the Roman Empire. I have a review up on my channel somewhere. So I'm going to do one on his newest album, Other, released on Hydrahead Records in 2008. Lustmord, his real name is Brian Williams. He was born in Wales. He's a Welsh man. He's also a sound designer and film composer. He does a lot of sound research for bands like Coil and Current 33 and Nurse with Wound. He'll go to like crypts and cathedrals. He'll go to slaughterhouses and just take like found sound, like area sound, just like field recordings they're called. He even did one at the bottom of the ocean once. And he's also worked on film scores, helped program music for movies like The Crow. He's worked for Underworld. He's worked on the Spawn movies. He's also worked for Street Fighter and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He worked for the Power Rangers movie. So he's also done some music for like Nike commercials and PlayStation commercials too, ads for those guys. But when he's not doing all that nonsense, he's doing weird dark ambient / industrial music under the name Lustmord, which is German Swedish for love of murder. He's been making music on this since 1980. I think that's when the project started, and he's been collabing a lot and just been a busy guy. He took a 25-year hiatus from doing live performances, and then the Church of Satan finally got him to do a live show for their 666 ritual on June 6th. 2006. The name of that, he recorded it and put it on the album called Rising, and it was for the Church of Satan's 40th anniversary, so that must have been a fun time that you could bring the whole family to. Anyways, so on Other, 2008 Hydrahead Records, it's just 8 songs spread over 78 minutes, and it's all pure creepy dark atmosphere. Like there's no hooks, there is guitar, like Adam Jones from Tool's on here, King Buzzo from the Melvins plays guitar on here, so does Aaron Turner from the band ISIS. Those guys always lay guitar in a few tracks, mostly Adam Jones. Aaron and King Buzzo only add to one song, while Adam adds to several. But yeah, it's pretty much just seamless songs. Like you can't really tell if there's a transition into one song to the next, and it's all just big, bleak, droning atmosphere. Nothing really to draw you in. This is the kind of music you have to force yourself to submerge yourself into. A lot of reviews I read online for this album said this is the music you have to listen to in like a pitch black room with headphones on and just like immerse yourself into it and force yourself into it, because there's nothing in this music that at all is going to captivate your interest or like drag you in at all. So it does take a lot of work on your part to go into this music. And as a fan of I'm a fan of drone metal and ambient music, but I wasn't really all that into this album per se. I found it kind of dragged, it's just kind of like long. I was wondering if it was ever going to go anywhere. And I'm no stranger to ambient and mellow and ethereal sounding music at all, but this music didn't really do anything to hook me in. It did sound a lot like first person shooter video game kind of music to me. Maybe it's because I got such pretentious tastes, I don't know. But Adam Jones also contributed to the artwork. This isn't the actual case the CD comes in. This is just a cheap copy I bought at the Blackbird Music Store. This is a $9 copy. I didn't get the deluxe packaging or anything, but it still has all the music on it. It doesn't cut anything from the sounds or anything like that. But yeah, it's pretty much just this heavily treated, nightmarish, very bleak, very dark, very ambient. Just a lot of drones and gurgles. Like there's a lot of subtleties in the background. You can hear something slithering and some clanging, and track 5 actually has someone screaming from the abyss. And this music pretty much is what the sound of a dark hellish abyss would be like. It's not too rough, there's nothing abrasive on here. It's all very moody and bleak and very depressing, very ominous, very nightmarish. lot of cavernous bass rumbling and stuff like that. Drifting dark sounds, sounds of wind, you know, there's something like a church bell ringing, you're never really sure what's going on. Very post-apocalyptic sounding, very desolate, like to the core. Like this is 78 minutes of just the most desolate, ambient, you know, in and out music and sounds, and then, like I said, King Buzzo and Aaron Turner and Adam Jones all contribute like this very slow kind of doom, kind of just guitar playing, down, down, down. Very dark, very bleak. You'd have to be a really, really big fan of, like, you know, sound music and, you know, this kind of dark, ethereal, industrial kind of shit to really get into this. This is very dark, very bleak. Definitely not for everybody. Music you have to work yourself to get into. But yeah, I didn't really get that into it, and I'm kind of a fan of this genre of music. And Lustmord, Brian Williams, is supposed to be, he's credited with actually inventing this dark ambient kind of music back in 1980. So he's a pretty big shot kind of guy. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, he also contributed some music to the Tool album 10,000 Days, to the title track 10,000 Days. He actually added some sound to that album. He also did some sound for their DVD singles. And he's also worked on some remixes, Tool remixes for the band Pussifer, as well as actual songs for the album V is for Vagina. But yeah, pretty much all it is just one big bleak piece of dark atmosphere music. Like there are subtle changes in tempo and like different sounds come in and out, but it's all very much very bleak, very big, very dark. Lustmord brackets other 2008 Hydrahead Records. Peace.